My love, I I don't know if you can tell that my energy has changed, even though it still seems strange in the 3D. I don't know, feminine. There are so many things going on right now, and so many things coming into my awareness. It feels almost like it's at such a rapid pace that I'm not even sure if I know what I know, what I know. It feels like so many of your teachings from the separation are finally settling into a place where I can observe them and say, oh, I, I see why she did that. I see why she said that. I see why she backed up there and walked forward here. I see why. I see why. I feel like I'm looking out over a beautiful lake, and yet it is also some sort of strange holographic dance floor. And I feel like I am seeing myself walking down the strangest yellow brick road. And it feels like I've made so many missteps, and yet you've always been right there, feminine, my perfect dance partner. I don't even know if any of this makes any sense. It's part of why I'm still a bit quiet, admittedly, because it's also new to me. All these things I can see and feel and know, and I'm just not sure. Well, part of me isn't sure exactly how safe it is to talk about it. I know that you know a lot. I know that you are so spiritual. I know that you are open to so many things. And I, feminine, I think the thing that gets me most is that I know if anybody was to understand, it would be you. Somehow, at least when it comes to me, it feels like I could tell you the most absurd things, and it could come out in complete gibberish or not even in words at all, and just these weird, strange, flailing sounds, and you would still understand, or at very least, you would get enough of the spirit of which I was trying to share something with you, and you would make me feel better. Just not thinking I was weird. You are so unique, feminine. So divine, especially these days. I see you over there at the distance, and you're preparing for your hot girl summer. And I find myself wrapped up in the strangest of daydreams in picturing all the ways I might not imagine that you would have such a summer. I If I thought about anybody else, I know that it would be some sort of, I don't know, strange jealousy game, or some sort of mean girls routine, I don't know, just something that wouldn't feel good. And yet with you, feminine, I mean, you listen to your intuition, you follow your heart, you have this beautiful tune in your soul that you follow that is always all your own. And just when I think that I know you, or I know what you're going to do next, just when I think that you'll be like everybody else in this next situation or that next one, that there's no way that you could possibly do something different than everyone I've ever known, and then you do it. And sometimes you do the thing that I expected you to do, but you never do it in the way that I expect you to do it, or in the spirit that I've known others to do it in. And somehow, in those moments, you both meet my expectations and completely surprise me. Feminine, you beguile me. I so much want to reach out to you, but I know that as woke as I am right now, I am so in and out of so many dimensions. It feels like somehow one part of my body is running the old operating system and the other half is running the new one, and I haven't quite found the balance in the middle. And it would be so easy, feminine, to lose control with you, to just want to jump right back into where we last were intertwined, and to have fun with you. I feel like that's what I miss most, you know. I miss I miss how you make everything fun. I miss how I feel like I make everything fun when I'm with you. I miss how I used to be able to look forward to fun all the time when we were always talking and when we were connecting, when we were together. I never really thought about that until more recently with some of the lessons that I called into myself. I swear, when you told me off and about myself, it was like you gave me a piece of your heart with your mind, and that just got inside me. It got under my skin and crawled around until it burrowed into my heart, and I realized that I have been such a coward, a procrastinator, I don't even know what all the right words are for it. I wasn't doing it right. I was chasing glitter that wasn't gold. I was trying to find a million ways to replace all the things that you did, that you do, that you are just in being you. And I feel like, I don't know, I got my money up. I got better things set up for me than I've ever had in my life. I've done better for myself in this separation than I ever had before, and I already knew that was largely thanks to you from the fights that we had when you told me to go. I feel like I can stand on my own 2 feet in a way that I never had the self esteem to believe before that I could do. And I know that's so much thanks to you. And also thanks to you, I weirdly know that it's not just it's not you. I keep attaching all these things that are great about me to you, and I feel like I'm finally starting to learn the lesson that I didn't see you were trying to reveal to me until recently, that it's not you. It is me, that I am amazing too. I'm still getting used to being able to even think that thought, let alone being able to say it. Though there's just something about you and the beguiling and amusing way that you are. I think about how we've talked for so long and so many times, and it's never boring. It's never boring. Either it's so much fun that I find myself roused and excited and then disappointed when I cannot carry on that beautiful vibration into the karmic situations that I put myself in. Trying not to call myself stuck anymore. I'm trying to remember some of the things that you've said about how the words we use are, they're like the frames around the pictures of our manifestations. And so I'm trying not to say that anymore. I'm not stuck. I'm just here now. This is just where I am at the moment. It's not a, doesn't have to be a permanent place. But feminine, either way, I think about how I don't even know how to put the words into explaining all the times that we've just had fun. Even whether the conversation was 5 minutes or 5 hours, we've always been able to go on all day long. And then to feel that loved and that much fun, and to know that there's always an endless stream of things that interest us both, and then to get called back into this icky reality around me of where I put myself, and to feel like I can't carry that fun in, or that I can, but it's just me, and it's just not as much fun when it's only one. I feel I feel like such a brat saying that. Like, shouldn't I be grateful At least it's warm in here, sort of. When I have the heater on, there isn't a lot of warm emotions, and then that makes me think about you more. How I always feel warm. I could be sitting outside freezing my toes and my tootsie off, and if I'm talking with you or hanging out with you, it's always warm and it's always fun. And you know what, feminine, I feel like I could sit around and look at everything I have, and at best I could feel like a king of pentacles. So I got some money, so I got a good work reputation, sort of. So I got a house, so I got a car. So I got all these material things that I thought, I don't know, I feel like I thought two things in separation, and I'm trying to figure out how to tell you about them because I feel like I need to confess to the things that I did that were not the best of me because I admit it, feminine. There was a part of me that wanted to show you up, that wanted to say, look, see, I can have all the things that I wanted and you wanted, and I can do better. That you're not the special one. That I could do it all on my own because I was mad because you called me out on my immaturities. You showed me up in every way, and I didn't realize until later that you didn't mean to. Just that's just who you are. You're just like that, and I love that about you. And I remembered when that was all I thought about, like when we met. So you just do things. You're just you. You just glow and grow, and as long as nobody's trying to extinguish your flame as if they could, you just you just do you. And when you are just doing you and loving yourself and having fun, amazing things, they just seem to come to you. They just like you're just a magnet to them. And it came to me between a series of dreams and downloads and just looking around at the life that I had, and I realized I could have everything in the world. I could probably somehow find a way to make $1 million, and none of it would mean a damn thing. I could have a beautiful beach house, a luxurious mansion, even a castle like we used to playfully talk about, and none of it would feel, I don't even know what the word is. It would just all feel empty without the fun. And I feel like I'm at a point in my journey where I could see myself finding someone else that I could have fun with. Maybe even somebody I could have as much fun with as I do with you. Though it feels like apples and oranges, like, and pineapples. Like, let's say that you're a pineapple and I find an orange and I can have lots of fun with an orange, and I find an apple and I could have lots of fun with an apple, and I could never have the kind of fun with you as a pineapple that I could with the apple because you're a pineapple and they're an apple. But I find that I prefer the pineapple. I prefer you. I know now. I have enough self-esteem to recognize I am pretty adorable and pretty amazing. And I mean, I mess up a lot of things, feminine. I mess them up a lot. It's still hard for me to talk well to myself, but that's something that you inspired me to do. Every morning when I get up and I look in the mirror, I tell myself something nice about me, even if I completely screwed up the day before. And somewhere in my heart, I keep hearing, it feels like the energy of you telling me you can always start over today, right now. Just let go of all the past. Just let it go. Don't worry about it. Just acknowledge what you want and who you want to be right now. And then go from there. Act in a way as if that was already true, and then it will be. I don't know, feminine. It's strange the things that are happening. It feels, I don't know, it feels like a lot of things coming together all at one time. I'm not even sure how to explain it all, but what I do know is that I just have this overwhelming feeling within me that I need fun in my life, that I don't want to be a part of this old programming that growing up has to mean being boring and grumpy all the time. I want to live a life that I'm excited for. And I want to be surrounded by warm people who make me feel good about who I am and what I do. I want to be like you, feminine, because you're beautiful and irreplaceable. And I can't believe that I'm lucky enough to have any of your attention at all. And even luckier to have as much of it as I do, even when you are off on your adventures, not even thinking about me. I know that I'm in there. Even when you're doing your best to dance the right steps around my lack of communication and my own dips in and out of low and high vibes, that I'm always somewhere dancing around in your mind, and that you're doing things and thinking of me. And I swear I do not feel worthy of that, though the fact that you do it and you seem to have fun with it, it's, I don't know, it's starting to get to me, feminine, and much in the way of how you calling me to the carpet found its way under my skin. I feel like all this delight and all your success and glowing up and knowing that it's with me, with all that you know, all that you feel, that it's in there. It's starting to get under my skin and burrow into my heart and making me feel like maybe it doesn't matter if I'm not worthy of that yet. Maybe all that matters is that it feels good to imagine that I am, and to allow myself to start to feel worthy of having just as much fun, of loving myself as much as you love me.